All right. Well, since it's our Thanksgiving Eve show, I think we should go around and say what we're thankful for. Jeff, you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. I'm thankful for kickers. They've made up 72 of our 170 points, which is 43% of our points on the board.
I'm thankful for scoring 20 points in the first half because without that, it would have looked like a blowout.
Well, I'm thankful for Hines Ward making it to the semifinalists of the Hall of Fame because I would be pretty negative if it wasn't for Hines Ward doing something.
But you know what we're all thankful for?
TJ Watt.
You know what else I think we're all thankful for?
Miller Lite?
Alcohol.
Yep. I was going to say this week on AA.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a way to cut you off to say something about being thankful for beer. I'm so glad you just brought it in. I'm really thankful that you brought it in.
Yeah, well, I mean, when our intro videos is us drinking, like, you know, it's obvious. Yeah, well, we didn't win.
We suck again.
Yep.
We definitely
Oh,
suck.
yeah.
We looked good the first half, though.
I mean, that's a lot different than what we normally do, which is absolutely nothing in the first half, then try to make a comeback. This time, we looked like we were a confident team and then just fell apart.
Mm-hmm. I think someone got untied. I'm not going to name names, but someone was tied up and put in a barrel, and somehow he got out.
Well, somebody needs to tie him back down.
But you know what also was? We weren't there.
Mm-mm. We should have been there.
Should have been there. We let our team down.
We let our fans.
Well, I will say, like,
not as much as Zach Wilson, but we let our team down.
Yeah. Was it weird watching the game at 4:25? Like, we've been either 1 o'clock or we've been 8 o'clock all year. 4:25. I don't know about you. Kind of threw a wrinkle in my day. Like,
I like the 4:25 game because I don't have to try and keep track of the other 8 games going on at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, I can focus a lot more attention. Yeah, especially when the other game is Vikings and Cowboys, and the Vikings forgot that they had a game.
Yeah,
true.
What do you think happened in the second half? Do you think that the Bengals just figured us out? I mean, or
I think we just kept screwing up first down. Whether it was, you know, it was false starts, it was a bad play.
Jeff, you're throwing your shoulder out, buddy. Don't throw your shoulder out before Thanksgiving.
There'd be a holding call. They'd get sacked. Just first down would put us in a bad spot, and then we had a bunch of 3 and outs, and then they decided to try and get cute with it, with like, you know, the worst flea flicker ever.
Oh God, that was the worst. I got excited at first because I was like, "Oh, it's a flea flicker." What happened there? Why? I've never seen a flea flicker not work.
I mean, I've seen it not work. I've only ever seen it not work with the Steelers. But I feel like he is literally playing like Madden 05. Because all we do is go routes, like HB strong toss, and then, oh, this isn't working? Let me find the flea flicker.
Wait, you forgot about hit the tight end over the middle.
No, that was your move. But
still, we keep hitting Fryer moves over the middle. That's like the only good thing we got going for us right now.
Well, that's kind of, you know, so in the first half, we did that like intermediate passing game that I love to talk about, but they hate the call.
Yeah.
They scored 20 points with the intermediate passing game. It opened up running lanes. then that all went away.
Yep.
I will say it doesn't help when Pickett is, he snaps the ball and immediately is like, "Ooh, I'm in trouble. I'm going to run 15 yards back."
Well,
And
that's
then
why you draft an offensive line before you draft a quarterback.
But here's the thing, though. There were times where he didn't need to run back, and he
It
still
doesn't
ran
matter because once you get it in your head that you're going to get hit in 0.2 seconds, you only ever have 0.2 seconds. And that's where a defense really takes advantage because then they're only rushing 3 people. But, Pickett's just like, I got to get rid of the ball because this is usually when I get hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like he's not getting time through his whole read. And I'm like, I get it that I get the offensive line isn't the greatest offensive line. However, they're getting better. And I just feel like at this point, they just need to calm him down and get him to stop running backward. You can't expect to go forward if you run backward 15 yards and then try to throw the ball. If you throw the ball 20 yards from where you snapped it, it's going 20 yards down the field. When you're only throwing 20 yards, but you're 15 yards back, you're only getting 5 yards.
It looks like
maybe you could see your receivers if you didn't run all the way back. They're running 15 yards down the field. You're running 15 yards back the field. So now they look like dots to you. Maybe he just needs glasses. I don't know.
I think he just needs I think he's a rookie who really, really shouldn't have been playing this year. No. But, some people think we have the world's greatest coach. I think he made a massive mistake by making him number 2. You leave Trubisky as the number 1 with no pressure on him. I think we're in a much different boat here. I think if TJ doesn't get hurt, we're in a much different boat here. Yeah. I don't think Pickett's playing at all yet. But here we are. So now we're going to go through some hell of growing pains.
Yep.
Where otherwise we could have hid that in practice and training camp. And we could have waited until we had an offensive line that was actually worth a damn.
Yeah, I would have rather us just crap through the preseason with starting Pickett and maybe try to get some of these issues resolved then. But instead, they gave Pickett the middle and the end of the game to play, and it made him look like an all-star because he was playing against second, third, and fourth string players.
Yeah, I think they just completely botched this whole quarterback transition.
Yeah.
There was a way to do it, and the way to do it is the exact opposite of what they did. Well, let's move on to Beer Crack Player of the Week.
All right.
Beer Crack Player of the Week. He had a semi-good game. He had a great game the week before. And
it's your couch?
Yeah, it's my couch. Great week. Good nap. Watched a lot of games. Computer's being slow. We're going to go Najee Harris.
Hey!
Najee Harris got eliminated from Dancing with the Stars and started running the ball downhill. So to that, we crack a beer for you.
Was that our second offensive player?
I think we had 3 or something. I don't know.
I mean, he is our number 1 scoring offensive player, surrounded by 2 kickers.
Yeah.
For your information, it goes Boswell, Najee, Wright. And then not very far down on the list
Skiba
is a third kicker that still has more points than most of our offense.
Your couch again.
Going back to the turkey leg.
Yeah. Just make us hungry tomorrow. We're going to be so hungry.
I know. Matt, you look so hungry. Just take a bite.
Wait. Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh. You really went in there for it.
All right. Do you guys want to start talking about the previous
week's games?
Well, while we're still talking about Steelers, let's talk about the Hall of Fame real quick.
Okay. We can do that.
Sure. Good time.
Whatever you want to talk about.
So I do believe we had 7 people that made the quarterfinals. I do believe.
Yeah, I don't remember how many it was. That we talked about that like a while ago.
I don't pay a whole lot of attention to quarterfinals.
It was like week 2.
Just as long as Hines Ward makes it.
So we got Hines Ward and James Harrison, both Super Bowl winners.
Both. Oh wait, never mind. I thought for a second. Forgot Holmes got that MVP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't even know Harrison definitely turned that game around.
Definitely
Well, he
did.
turned the game around. However, Holmes had the game-winning catch.
He had the game-winning drive.
Yeah, he did
But-
have the game-winning drive. I feel like Ken Wisenhunt was on the other side just going, someone cover him! But he likes to smoke weed, so that's why he's not in this list. So, I think, honestly, it'd be nice to see both players go in, but I have a feeling we're only going to see one go in. Because for some reason, the Hall of Fame has something about putting too many Steelers in.
I don't think Harrison makes it on a first ballot.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
know. He might scare him. Are you going to be the one that tells him no?
I don't think his numbers were good enough to it's not like he was like top 10 in sacks. I mean, like, unlike some people like were in receptions, but some people don't think that's good enough.
I mean, the last one was for like -3 yards, but whatever.
He
Doesn't
still finished top 8. Well, he finished number 8.
Hey, top 8. There we go.
We'll say he finished in the top 10. In the top 10.
He was number 8. How does number 8 not make it?
I could just see Harrison though going up and going to accept his jacket and everything, and he just pushes 45 plates up a ramp and gets up there and be like, "My acceptance speech is going to be brought to you by the weight room."
I just like Harrison was dominant for like 3-4 years.
I feel like the underdog story is with him though.
Hines Ward was like, oh my God.
Matt,
Talk about an underdog.
Harrison
Nobody
was
gave this
undrafted.
guy a chance except for one team.
Harrison was undrafted and like literally did not quit. He kept just showing up to. You really should watch A Football Life about James Harrison.
That's the thing. I don't understand the football life. I feel like the football life should be for like people that aren't alive anymore.
Yeah, or at least like they should be like
Old.
80.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 70 or 80. Like I mean, I know it started with Belichick, but they started doing players that either weren't retired yet or retired like a year ago, and it's like half of a football life for these players were like half that episode was like life after football for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be retired for at least 20 years.
But anyways, I think this is going to be an interesting race. I didn't really see what the rest of the finals look like across the league, but it's nice that we at least have 2 going into the semifinals.
I was looking at it. It's going to be tough for them to get in, especially since nobody wants to give Hines Ward the credit that he's due.
They're also both modern era. So,
well, most people are.
Yeah, we're old, remember?
That's true. I thought they only put so many modern era people in. Like they still put
No, they only open the eligibility for like 2 like pastime. I don't know what you'd call it.
Old timers.
Old timer. Yeah. Non-modern era.
the classic era.
Yeah.
The black and white era.
I forget how long your window is for a modern era player, but
I want to say it's like 90s to current.
we know at least one guy who's going to get in on the first ballot. Eating a turkey leg.
Turkey leg.
All right. Let's move on to next week's game. So that way, or let's recap this last week's game so we can move on to next week's game so I can move on to turkey time.
It's got turkey on the brain.
Yeah, I mean, when you got that turkey leg right in your face.
I've been ready for turkey for like 2 weeks now.
You can eat it other days,
You
days of the year, other than
But like we were gonna make a turkey,
Need me to zoom in anymore?
Yeah, could you zoom in a little bit more?
All
All right, just a little bit more.
All right.
All right, we kind of talked about Titans Packers last week, so let's just move on.
Move on. You don't want to talk about them anymore?
Well, because we recorded on Friday, so the game was already over last week.
True.
Yeah, Titans are better than anyone gives them credit for. Packers suck.
Yeah, I did not realize they were like 7-2.
Yeah, nobody ever does because Mike Vrabel's a good coach.
Well,
Keeps the team out of the media. They just put up wins.
Yep.
All right. We got Rams and Saints. Matthew Stafford got knocked out of this one. The Saints pulled out 27-20.
Yeah.
We got a little music going.
Yeah. Music on. No. It's Thanksgiving Eve. We should be partying.
Woo.
Yeah, what? He got another concussion, didn't he?
Yes,
or at least
he got reconcussed. So who knows how long he's going to be out for now?
Yeah.
I mean, if he played for the Dolphins, I would have expected him to come back in during the game, but they don't play by the rules that they get set into place. The Rams probably do.
Right.
Let's move it on to we got the Commanders versus the Texans. Tyler Heineke continues to roll, putting the Commanders actually in playoff position, 23-10.
Yeah, that division's crazy.
Yeah, that division is definitely going to be a good race to the end here, especially given the almost result of this next game.
Yeah, moving on, we got Eagles and Colts. Eagles barely squeak out a win against the joke of the league, Jeff Saturday-led Colts.
Did you see the Eagles head coach? Huh?
I just like to say the score.
Oh.
Don't start talking until I say the score.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Jeff?
Did you see the Eagles head coach? He ran out after they scored that touchdown, and he ran out and he was yelling to the fans. He's like, "That's for Frank Wright." And he's like, and he was saying, he's like, I guess I guess there a lot of the coaches in the league don't support the whole firing of Frank Wright and then promoting Jeff Saturday.
Not promoting.
Well, filed a discrimination suit against it because they'd rather hire guys like Josh McDaniels for the third time instead of bringing in somebody new.
Well, and that's my thing. I get it that like coaches don't go through the pedigree, but how else are you going to make a straight up change if you don't just go do a ballsy move like that? Like, there's no rule book that says you have to be a coach of a different team you don't have to do any of that. If they wanted to put it on Indeed and do interviews, they could.
I think what a lot of people are mad about is that like Reggie Wayne is already on that coaching staff, and they didn't hire him, and he's kind of like the same player, Jeff Saturday. What makes Jeff Saturday a good coach? He played with Peyton Manning when they were good, and and what did Reggie Wayne do? He played with Peyton Manning. I mean, you're just trying to get Peyton Manning.
Well, I think the big thing is the Colts are a strong run team. Jeff Saturday was part of their most powerful offensive line in the history of the Colts, at least in Indianapolis. I can't really speak for the Baltimore Colts.
Right.
So you look at the fact that, he understands the rush mentality, and that team has a strong rush mentality.
I really think that's how he got hired, was him saying, they should run the ball. They got Jonathan Taylor, and Jim Irsay being like, yeah.
Right.
We do have a great running back. Let's move on. Let's move on to a team that has nothing but running backs. We got the Bears and the Falcons. The Bears continue to find ways to lose. They lose 24-27.
And now he's hurt. Fields is hurt.
Yeah, he dislocated his shoulder. And he still took the blame for losing this game. Unlike some other quarterbacks. That we'll get to here in a minute.
We're not there yet.
We gotta wait through one more game to get to that.
Yeah, this was another one of those close ones. I feel like a lot of games were real close this week, and then the last 5-6 minutes of the fourth quarter, everything went to hell.
Yeah.
Well, everything went to hell for your picks, but everything turned around for mine. Let's move on to Lions-Giants. This was a shocker.
Yeah, it was definitely.
I chose this one.
Lions won 31-18.
Mm-hmm.
That was a kneecap later right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they bit the Giants' knee. They bit some giant kneecaps this week.
They ripped them right off.
Yeah. I thought the Giants would take advantage of the Eagles faltering and put themselves in a good position, but instead they're like, nah, let's give them more cushion.
We got to make this more competitive with the Commanders.
Yeah. You got to get everybody in the mix.
Everybody needs to be involved.
All right, let's move on to the Crybabies versus the Patriots. So somehow Zach Wilson puts up 3 points and says it wasn't his fault that they lost. It wasn't the offense's fault.
Yeah, the defense should have scored more.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I mean, that's how the Steelers win games.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Why we lost.
Yeah, they lost to a Patriots team that scored 10 points.
And barely scored 10 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mac Jones took credit for his offense sucking.
Mm-hmm.
And they won.
Well, it cost
Zach
someone
Wilson gets benched in the process, so the Jets have completely imploded. So to answer your question from last week, when I said the Dolphins would win the AFC East, and you were like, what about the Jets? This is about the Jets. This is what happens.
I mean, the Dolphins could still implode.
Not as bad as the Jets just did. They're already talking about drafting another quarterback.
Wow.
Guess we'll see you next April.
All right, let's move on. This is a game that a lot of people probably thought was going to be a blowout. I think the Ravens slept on the Panthers.
Definitely did.
I picked the Panthers to beat the Ravens, and they almost did if it wasn't for that meddling Jackson.
If it wasn't for that meddling, the Ravens scoring more points than their opponent, Jeff would have been right.
Hey, it was a close game the whole day. And then last minute, they freaking score stuff.
I mean, that's kind of how I thought it was going to go. Just they would come out kind of slow out of the gate, but then in the second, come out in the third quarter and put up 30 points. They did not do that. They only put up 13 to the Panthers 3. Let's move on to a team that did put up 30 points. Bills beat the Browns 31-23.
Oh, the Detroit Bills.
Yep, the Detroit Bills, who feel the need to fly back and forth in a snowstorm.
And I didn't even realize this. They play Thursday night next week.
Well, they play Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So they flew home for a day.
I think it was 2.
Still. You fly home for 2 days. What, you didn't go back and shovel your car out?
That's probably what happened. They wanted to make sure their houses weren't collapsing.
Yeah. Did anybody see the picture of the Bills punter unburying his truck?
No.
Yeah, so his truck was underneath 5 feet of snow. And I just have a question about how does that not destroy your suspension? Because that's a lot of weight.
It's fluffy snow.
Is that? I just feel like that's a lot of weight on a car.
It's fluffy. They say it's only an inch of rain for every foot of snow. So they got 6 feet of snow. They got 6 inches of rain.
That's a lot of weight, in the bed of your truck, because that gathers quickly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Didn't somebody say that they had to help Josh Allen dig himself out. Then like teammates help dig him out or something like that.
I saw a lot of players had to get help dug out, but
Why can't they dig themselves out?
Well, everybody probably needed help. I mean, who wants to shovel 6 feet of snow by themselves? I don't want to shovel 6 inches of snow by myself. I'm like 3 scoops in, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm buying a house in Florida. I'm gonna go be a snowbird.
And just call Jeff and tell him to come and shovel your driveway.
No. I don't even have to shovel my driveway. I don't have enough space after my cars are in it.
That's true.
Let's move on to the Las Vegas Crapsters. Somehow beat the Easy Bake Oven Broncos, who forgot their light bulb.
All that.
I mean, this really speaks to how god awful terrible Russell Wilson is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why now is it so apparent how bad he is? I mean, was Pete Carroll able to hide that, or
it's a new system? Like, so
don't blame the new system bullshit.
No. It's happened before.
He doesn't have receivers, and now what happened is Russell Wilson's an old man, and he lost a lot of that athleticism that made him good. His ability to escape the pocket. And he always kept his eyes downfield, so people didn't really think of him as a runner like Lamar Jackson. But he's not doing that now because he'll get hurt. Tom Brady has played so long because he never had athletic skill, so it can't deteriorate. Russell Wilson, he was all athletic. And now it's starting to go away. Right. And that's why I was saying they should have got rid of him the year before and he got hurt. And they still got a haul of picks for him. So, yeah, I mean, the Seahawks made a great move. I thought the Seahawks would be bad. I knew Russell Wilson really wasn't going to do shit in Denver. I thought they would be a little bit better. I just figured he would crap out at the end. Yeah. Not just crap out from the get-go.
Start, yeah.
Let's move on to we found out that 425 is prime time.
Yes, prime time for Kirk Cousins.
Yep. Cowboys completely stomped the shit out of the Vikings 40-3.
Oh, wait, there's a game I thought they were on by.
Yeah, might as well been.
What was it like after halftime they cut to the Steelers game? Third quarter maybe?
Yeah, just in time for our game. Maybe that was what was wrong.
Oh, man.
See, we were doing fine. Then they cut to our game, and the home team went to shit.
Yep.
It was funny when they cut in. I was like, other games aren't over yet. Like, what are they cutting into? Like, who's coming in to watch the Steelers now? Because I'm not like you, Matt, that have 10 screens up watching all the games.
You got to have every screen. You got to have every game on.
There's only 2 games going.
There was 3.
There's 3.
During this time?
Yeah.
Crapsters, Broncos, Cowboys, Vikings, Steelers, Bengals. 3 games.
Okay.
3 TVs, 3 games. And when those games crapped out, Penguins game started. So, yeah. And when our game petered out, The Simpsons started. So, yeah.
All right. Well.
All right, let's move on. We got the Kansas City Ribs and the Los Angeles Lack of Charge. The Ribs beat the Lack of Charge 30-27. Lack of Charge just can't catch a break. I mean, they really have no power.
No. They were supposed to be really good. Do you still think Herbert's not good?
It's a snake-bitten franchise, really.
They were really excited to have Williams back.
And they got hurt.
I think just walking on the field, he twinged his back.
They can't stay healthy. I mean, they have terrible coaches. They tried to murder freaking Tyrod Taylor. They have terrible training staff. Just they can't catch a break. I mean, they consistently score in the top of offense and defensive charts, but they just can't win a game. I mean, they're lucky to be 8-8 by the end of the year when really they should be, 15-2.
Well, it'll be a little hard to be 8-8, but
I fixed it on the second score, I said. I hate the 17-game schedule. Should have just made it either keep it 16 or make it 18.
I just thought
We
last
go
year-
even numbers here.
I just thought last year was funny when you're like, well, at least the Steelers can't go 500, and they freaking tied a game.
and we go 8-1.
All right, let's move it on. We got the Niners against the Cardinals. Jeff, didn't you take the Cardinals?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
Well, I took Niners.
We all took the
Okay.
we all took the Niners.
Thought you were on like the Niners hate train.
No.
But they won 38-10 because the Cardinals suck.
Stupid Kittle. He freaking ruined my fantasy.
You made my day.
Oh yeah.
I also
Wait,
had
so
Jordan
he
Palmer.
made your fantasy but ruined Chris's fantasy?
Yeah.
Jeff, what kind of fantasies are you having? Is it the hair?
I needed him in my one league to not score more than 22 points, and he got 25.
He was on my bench, so.
Ooh.
No, I had Kelsey, so.
Oh.
Because somehow Kittle was a free agent in our league. Somebody dropped Kittle.
Huh.
He didn't do shit for the first 8 weeks.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah, well, I got tired of reserving. Put him on IR.
Yeah, Matt knows all about that with Chase.
Yeah. Stupid Jamar Chase. My season's done.
Not necessarily.
You still have a shot.
Yeah, no, it's done. It maybe I got a problem with. So we play individual defensive players, and you get no information on them.
Yeah.
Because it would have been nice. Because when I played you, Chris, I had two defensive players who were active but were on the bench. Like they didn't. Because I had Miles Jack, he didn't play, but he was ready to go. But they played Spillane instead. If that was an offensive player, that would have been reported.
Right. Well,
It'd be nice to.
I mean, it's not the first time we've done this, though. We've been
Yeah.
doing it for years.
I know. I'm just. If more people would play, they would probably put more effort into creating the news stories for individual defensive players.
So to all you that play fantasy that watch this show, add individual defensive players to your league. Show the NFL that we care about defense, and that defense can win championships.
Yeah.
Also, when you play IDP, you then make your return players, like your returners, they get their own points for return yards and touchdowns, and then my fantasy player would have worked out.
Did you start Cordero Patterson, Jeff?
I start them every week.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Yeah, and he scored you a lot of points. But when we go on our FanDuel points, my pick was a total dud.
Yep.
If you get special teams touchdowns as points,
Yeah, in
That's
one
pretty
league
good.
he got me 9.5 points one week, and the other week, and then he got me 2.4 in the other.
Yeah.
Same week, just different scoring.
so play IDP, guys. It's better than team defense.
Yep.
Yeah. The thousands watching at home right now.
Yep, the thousands. Everybody go delete your leagues and start new ones.
I mean, you can modify next year.
All right.
Yeah, let's.
We already talked about this game. Do we need to talk about it again?
Hey, we put up 30 points.
I was gonna say it's impressive that we put up 30 points.
Yeah. Small victories, guys. Small victories. We hit 3-0.
I've been waiting for a game where we scored 30 points, but in my mind, the other team wasn't gonna score 37.
Yeah. That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there was no Jamar Chase in that too. So, and Joe Mixon was out early.
Also,
Jamar Chase was there for the first game.
Yeah.
Stupid T. Higgins screwed me also in that same league that I was playing George Kittle.
Yep.
Well, you just got double screwed. All right, let's see if you get double screwed next week. Let's move on to next week's games.
Probably will. I probably will.
We got a fun another trivia game for us. So we got to get through all of these week's games.
It's going to be so much fun. Can't wait.
Of course, Jeff didn't do his punishment from last week.
It's coming. It's coming.
So now he has to do 2.
Yeah.
What?
You got to do 2. That's what
it's compounding.
No, we had a short week.
You have to do the Sprite challenge.
And now you're wanting to extend it till Saturday.
We recorded Friday.
Yeah, so you have till
Friday. Over a week.
Okay, I'll have it done this Friday.
Jeff, you have to do a TikTok dance and then do the Sprite challenge right after.
I can do the Sprite challenge. Sprite challenge is easy. I have a great chug game.
Yeah, but you can't burp after.
Not a problem.
You got to do it out of Das Boot.
That would actually make it easier.
That'll help.
Yeah.
All right, we got
right.
First game. We got the Lions hosting the Detroit Bills. Yeah, 2 Detroit teams playing each other on Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
who gets the turkey leg?
That's crazy.
Pretty sure we all took the Bills.
Oh no, lines are hot.
No, we sure did we all did take the Bills.
The Lions are hot though. I would probably take them to cover the spread, especially with all the bullshit that the Bills have had to deal with.
I was torn on this one because, like, the Bills.
I'm taking the Lions to cover and the under.
Yeah, I can see. Wow.
I think the over.
I don't know.
54.5 is a high number. Expect all that traveling.
But see, here's the thing, though. It's easier for an offense to play a tired defense than it is for a tired offense to play a tired. Yeah, like I just feel like
the hell out of me just now.
Jeff, traveling takes a mental toll, and offense requires you to think. Now, we as Steelers fans don't know what that is because our offense plays like a 5-year-old playing Madden 05. And it doesn't take that much thought.
Not at all.
But they're just going to be kind of out of it, and then at that point, it's easier for the defense to keep up. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I don't know.
And you got DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams are healthy.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to keeps the Lions in it. They have a healthy offense, so I definitely take the spread. If you want to disagree with me on the over-under, go ahead, but definitely take the spread.
I'm taking the over.
Put your money on it.
The under's favored. Let's move on. We got Giants Cowboys. Cowboys put up a big point total last week, and usually after you put up a lot of points, you crash back down to earth. And this is the house that Eli built, and the Giants are Eli's team. So I went with the Giants.
I also went with the Giants. I just think Dallas. I just don't think they can keep the. I don't think they can keep the momentum going up forever.
Well, I don't think they're going to score like they did last week, but I still think they're going to win. They got Micah Parsons.
Well, he's hurt.
Is he really?
Yes.
I'm still taking the Cowboys.
Okay. I almost said Micah Parsons is hurt, so I don't think the Cowboys are going to play as good, but that just was like...
Is he not playing, or is he...
I think he's going to play, but he's definitely not 100.
Well, if it was TJ Watt not 100, would you take the Steelers?
No, because when TJ Watt's not 100, we still suck. I think this is another close one. I think you should really take the spread for the Giants. And this is another under potential.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Also, this is the time where everyone goes to eat dinner, so nobody's going to be watching. So not a lot of point in scoring points. If you want to go on the NFL's rigged policy.
What you're saying is the fourth quarter is going to be dynamite in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about how it usually goes.
Get ready to see like a 7-7 right out the start.
Yeah, we're looking at like a 7-10 until about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then we're going to see about 3 touchdowns scored.
Yeah, take the over. Take the over just in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, wait for it, and then take the over at halftime.
Yeah.
When the over-under's at like 35 instead of 45. Let's move on to the last Thursday night game.
Oh.
We got Patriots-Vikings.
Well, this is prime time, so
Matt's choosing the Vikings. I don't know.
I chose the Vikings because they lost last week, and this is the game. There's usually one game every about 2 years that they're like, everyone's harping on Kirk Cousins about how he can't win in primetime. So he goes out and he wins one game in primetime, and then it all goes to shit again.
So you're calling this is going to be a you like that game?
Yeah, you like that game. Vikings win this game. Also, because I picked the Bills and the Giants to win, I doubt all 3 away teams win on Thanksgiving. So, yeah.
The Patriots defense is a different defense. And I just feel like I don't think Cousins can handle that defense. They've just been wrecking quarterbacks lately.
No. Kirk Cousins got this all day.
You're just really trying to hype him up, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of Dalvin Cook.
I hope so.
Justin Jefferson still wants to light it up. Adam Thielen's been getting more into it. I got Vikings here. Also, that defense got embarrassed last week, and Mac Jones is not playing great. The Patriots offense isn't playing great. Yeah, well, so I'm definitely taking the Vikings here. I think this is his one primetime game.
We'll see.
Nope.
Maybe they were looking ahead because it's a Thursday night game.
It could have been.
You know, they kind of slept on the Cowboys a little bit. They kind of passed that game to move on to because Kirk Cousins didn't want to lose primetime on Thanksgiving night. And even though that's probably the lowest viewed primetime game because everyone's passed out from turkey. All right, leading off our Sunday slate of games, we got the Ravens and the Jaguars. Jeff, did you take the Jaguars? Yeah, Jeff, we're still doing the show.
I'm good. Tell your dog we're doing the show.
I was going to say, tell your dog he is snoring a little loud.
I did take.
That's what the music's
for. Take the Jaguars. I'll tell you that. You did take the Jaguars.
I did take the Jaguars, yes. The fact that they struggled against the Panthers, I just have a feeling. I got a feeling
you're fucking crazy. The Ravens win this.
Do you think it's that close of a game, though?
No, I think the Ravens cover the spread.
I don't know. The Ravens are getting lucky a lot this year.
I think the Ravens cover the spread against the Jaguars. Jaguars are wildly inconsistent, and they're not getting any better.
Like a wild Jaguar?
Yeah. Now let's move on to someone that is consistent in the craptastic Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers. I got the Panthers here.
Same.
I'm going with Denver.
Ooh,
you're taking Russ's cooking. Okay.
What's Russ cooking there, Chris?
Cooking some burnt hot dogs.
He's going
Russell Wilson's Thanksgiving dinner is like that
turkey.
lady that you were telling me about, Jeff, who bought the 10 pounds of lunch meat turkey
Oh yeah.
and was like, they'll never know the difference. Yeah, we all know the difference.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys,
Measures.
you think Sam Darnold's gonna be able to pull it out?
I think Shubba Hubbard can.
Does Sam Darnold make it the whole game without getting injured?
I don't know. He might be seeing ghosts.
Either that, or he might catch mono again.
So many things. Sam Darnold doesn't catch a break.
Yep.
But freaking Denver sucks. And Nathaniel Hackett gave up coaching. He gave up play calling last week, and that didn't help shit. I mean, just look at the over-under of this.
Yeah.
36 points.
But you know what? Sometimes when you get two shit teams like this, you end up getting a high-scoring game because no one knows what to expect.
I know what to expect. I know not to expect a lot from Russell Wilson.
I'm going to take the over on this one.
You just love to go against me.
Yes, I do.
All right. Let's move on to Falcons and Commanders. Now, this is an over game.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, tell me how it's going to be 10-3.
Nah, I agree. This is going to be an over. I think... Wow, I put Commanders. I really should have put Falcons. Should change.
I was on the fence there. I was switching back and forth. I went Commanders because I'm just a Tyler Heineke fan.
I feel like they're a way better team ever since he took over.
And I mean, Jeff, you can if you think on Sunday you want to change over to Falcons, you don't have you can do that. There's games that you're on the fence about. It's Wednesday. You might think Sunday the Falcons will.
So I feel like the Falcons are a much better team now that Cordell Patterson's back.
Well, they are, and Marcus Mariota is not a bad quarterback.
Yeah,
I take them to cover the spread if you want. It's +4. I mean, that's not bad. I think this game is going to be close.
You know what?
I don't think the Commanders run away with this.
I'm doing it right now.
You're lone wolfing the Falcons.
Yep. I didn't have enough lone wolves this week.
No, you didn't. You only had one. Weird.
Yep, you had to change it up.
There we go. Falcons it is.
All right. So Jeff's taking the Falcons. I don't, it's really, this is more of a toss-up.
It'll be a close game. It's definitely going to be a close game. But with Cordell Patterson being back, and I'll get into
we
Cordell
just say
Patterson
close game like 3 times because now it's not going to happen.
It's going to be a blowout.
Falcons by 30.
Like the Super Bowl last year when I walked in. This is going to be a blowout. This is going to be a high score right here.
Let's move on to Buccaneers versus Browns.
There's a high scoring affair.
Buccaneers are coming off a bye week, so I took the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all took the Bucs. I'm surprised that Jeff isn't going with the Browns.
Yeah, because for some reason you have a love affair with the Browns.
No.
Yes, you do.
I just feel like Tom Brady's on a revenge tour now.
You always choose the Ravens to lose and the Browns to win.
I mean, Tom Brady's undefeated since he lost all his money and his marriage and his life. And the Browns are just absolute trash at this point. They're not absolute trash, but I'm definitely sticking a fork in them. Jeff, can we call it quits on the Browns? Come on, Jeff. Pull the plug.
I just feel like if you're calling quits on the Browns, you're calling quits on us.
Well,
we're not there yet. We're not mathematically eliminated. Has anyone been mathematically eliminated from playoffs yet?
nah, it usually takes till after Thanksgiving to get mathematically eliminated, especially with that stupid extra game. and the extra playoff team. Let's move on. We got Bengals and
Hold
Titans.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'll
For
put a
what?
fork.
You'll what?
I'll put a fork in them.
You'll put a fork in them?
Yep.
About damn time. Buccaneers win. Deshaun Watson won't matter by the time he comes back. Plus, who knows how rusty he'll be.
Right? What's it been? Almost 2 years?
It might be a little loose. All them massages.
Masada. No, he won't be because he's not allowed to get them anymore. Or he can only get them with dudes. That's an actual stipulation.
Yeah, I think it is.
We're just gonna find out what kind of guy Deshaun Watson is. Maybe he doesn't care who's doing the old rub down.
Getting a massage, and he's just like,
Anyways, let's move on to the Bengals Titans.
Yeah, I was waiting for the old red buzzer. Anyways, we got the Bengals and the Titans. I think the Titans massaged the shit out of the Bengals.
yeah, I'm going with Titans on this one. Titans are they're fighting.
Well, Titans are a good team. They're just a good team.
Yeah.
Everyone's always like, yeah, they're battling. They're exceeding expectations. Like, why does nobody have expectations for a team that keeps winning their division?
Because their division's not great.
I don't care. Derrick Henry runs all over the Bengals.
And the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, especially they're the underdog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titans.
Titans.
Plus, the Bengals are on one hell of a every other week thing.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Dolphins and Texans.
Oh my God, 13 plus.
Wait, I need to change my pick. I'm taking the. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, minus 800 on the money line. I mean, this is.
What would that pay for if you picked the Texans to win?
I would play plus 560.
It would pay you nothing because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. This is my lock of the week.
Oh, take the Texans and put your life savings on it. It's Matt's lock of the week.
Dolphins win. I don't even think it's
over too. The over-under's kind of high on that.
The Texans can put up a couple points, but the Dolphins are just going to run away with this.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. I mean, also they got Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert. They got some running backs, and the Texans are kind of bad against running backs.
Yeah, I mean, they basically just took all the running backs from 49ers.
Yeah.
But then they got, Christian McCaffrey, which is all those running backs that they lost. They got them all back in one guy.
Yeah. And they made my fantasy player completely irrelevant with Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Chicago Bears versus the New York Jets. I'm following the coin flip formula and took the Bears. I do not know if Justin Fields is playing or not.
I still would take the Bears.
Yeah, I think we all took the Bears.
I mean, the Jets are pretty dumpster firing right now.
Yeah.
So,
so they're not starting Zach Wilson. Are they starting Flacco or Mike White?
Mike White.
Which I feel like
I thought he should
there for moral support.
I should have asked Jeff if he knew who the other quarterback was.
Yes, he should have, because he was a big Mike White fan last year. I was surprised they didn't start him to start the year when Wilson was out. I don't know why they went with Flacco.
I was a Mike White fan last year.
Yeah, you were a huge Mike White fan for 2 weeks.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember either.
Started him in fantasy, and then he got hurt, and then.
Oh, I do remember
that. Anyways, moving on, we got the Raptors versus the surprisingly good Seahawks. I think this is an easy one. Seahawks win.
Yep.
In fact, this is my lock number 2 of the week.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
2 locks. Oh man.
All right, take the Crapsters, take the Texans, pair them together, pay really well.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so speaking of locks of the week and all of a sudden knowing that you're screwed, I had confidence that the Steelers could beat the Bengals, and I had confidence that the Vikings could beat the Cowboys. And then I saw the FanDuel boosted odds for both the Steelers and the Vikings, and I was like, we are fucked. It's over. I always hate when I see boosted odds for whatever I'm rooting for. I'm like, damn, I'm screwed.
All right. Anything? Want to move on?
Yeah, let's just move on. I mean, Geno Smith's gonna continue on his revenge tour of the entire league. We got Chargers versus Cardinals. Chargers are a snake-bitten team, but blind nut finds a squirrel every once in a while. And
Especially in the Cardinals stadium.
in the Cardinal Stadium, there's a lot of nuts. There are a lot of squirrels. I don't know.
A lot of something.
A lot of something. Not a lot of Kyler Murray's, though.
No.
Nope, too busy playing Call of Duty.
He's locked in his basement.
Yeah, we all took the Chargers on this one.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny that we that I make someone being in their basement joke as we all 3 record in our basements.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're not locked in our basement.
we're not locked. At least I don't think I am.
That's a good question. I can't remember which way my locks face.
Well, I don't have a door to my basement, so
You can't get locked. You got rid of that problem.
there you go.
Wait.
All right. Yeah, I think the Chargers win this one. I just don't think the Cardinals have it in them. Let's move on to Rams Chiefs. It's just
Well, if you thought 13 was bad,
Oh my god, 14 and a half.
I'm assuming Stafford's not playing with 2
Yeah.
concussions in 2 weeks. Yeah, Chiefs probably just completely steamroll. This is one of the ones where you're like, maybe take the Rams to cover.
Really?
Yeah. Because the Chiefs can,
The
just
Chiefs,
kind of lack, maybe they don't play the starters the whole time.
maybe they don't start with the starters in the first half.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where Patrick Mahomes is doing his little strut where he doesn't really give a shit, and
the
they
NFL
go
put a
out
handicap on the game.
and maybe the Rams defense steps up a little bit, trying to make up for the offense.
So Yahoo has the odds at 98.02% Chiefs to 1.98% Rams.
That's not the odds. That's what people are picking.
Wow.
And I'm not saying the Rams are going to win. I'm saying there's potential that the Chiefs don't score that many points.
Well,
And the Rams can score 2 touch. The Chiefs might only put up 24 points.
they have not been blowing their opponents out like they have been in the past.
Exactly. And there's a little theory where basically you take the largest spread and always take the underdog to cover that spread because it usually doesn't happen as the blowout that it's projected.
Yeah, I don't think that happened when our spread was that?
Against the Bills.
Yeah.
Well, every once in a while it blows up in your face.
Of course it had to be ours.
Yeah, I mean, but I would say probably. Yeah, maybe I should look this up. I'm going to go back and look this up, but I'm going to take a guess and say I would say 12 out of the 18 weeks, the highest spread differential, the underdog covers.
All right. We'll see.
Why don't you look at that for next week?
Well, I said it for the whole year, so stay tuned for our last episode of the season.
Yeah, all you watching right now, make sure to come back for the last episode.
And bring your friends.
Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and like drag friends into this.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and just like grab them by the ear and drag them in front of your laptop, but not your laptop. Make sure they bring their own laptop
Or watch on their phone.
Yeah, watch on the phone. Leave a comment, especially during these live ones. We will literally bring your comment up on the screen.
Yeah, if you ever want to just talk football with somebody, we're here for that. Let's move on. We got Saints and Niners. Yeah, well, Saints suck and the Niners have Christian McCaffrey and he's playing good.
Yep. We're all on the Niners.
Yeah, I'm taking that Niners in the run game. I think they just steamroll right over them. They're on kind of like just this all-out rush offense right now, and they're just rolling over people.
Yeah, and Andy Dalton really isn't that great. I know they won last week, but that's only because Stafford got hurt. Let's move on to Packers-Eagles. I took the Eagles here. Packers suck.
Yep. We agreed on a lot of games this week.
Yeah. I took the Eagles, but I think that they're going to keep it close.
So you think the Packers can cover?
Yeah, I think the Packers can cover.
I'm not sure that they can cover because I don't know. Something's wrong with the Packers. There's just no motivation to even play there.
It's called the letter I.
I was about to say, Jeff, what's wrong with the Packers?
The letter I.
Yeah, Jeff, that's not right.
That's right. That's a count. Counts.
Okay, fine. The number one, because someone thinks he's number one over everyone else.
Well, anyways, I think the Eagles have a little comeback game to give their fans hope before a disappointing first round of the playoff exit. Well, we'll talk about Steelers Colts in a little. Oh, that's the last game.
That's the last game.
Yep.
So yeah, let's talk about Steelers Colts. We played well against the Colts. I think this is a great week for us to get back on track, and we're underdogs. So I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, I take Steelers every week. So
I don't, but I'm taking the Steelers this week as well.
yeah, I think with the defense, like Watt came back 2 weeks ago. Mika was back, but not. I feel like he wasn't like back. Like he was more back morally, and he was there, but we didn't see much from him. And I feel like the defense is going to be on like all cylinders going into this game. Hopefully, we can get like the offense to play the whole game and not just part of the game.
Well, I don't know what Steelers you're looking at, but I don't know the last time we played a whole game.
It's been years. But I believe we played the Colts the last time we did it when Ben Roethlisberger threw 6 touchdowns.
Yep. All right, so this is when Big Ben comes back out of retirement, right?
All right. He loves being retired.
Off his couch, no practice, just comes in, drawing plays in the dirt, 8 touchdowns, and then walks off the field and retires for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He loves being retired. There's no way he won't even come back to coach or even like announce. He loves sitting in his basement drinking beer
and doing a podcast.
Hey,
we all got something in common.
So real quick, if you take all of our underdog picks, and I took the spread for the Rams, which by the way got moved up to 15.5 points.
Oh my god!
And I took the Lions to cover the spread against the Bills. So that is 6 picks, and it would pay a little over $1,100 on a $10 bet.
Are you doing it?
No.
Why not? It's only
come on, man.
Honestly, fuck it, I'll do it. It's really not that bad.
We just gotta give him to drink enough during these shows, and we can give him to bet on anything.
I mean, as someone who places 25 like parlays for shits and giggles, oh, I got a free bet. I'm totally doing it.
Oh man.
Come on, location, verify me. You gotta watch how I say that on the internet.
What?
What?
Oh.
Anyways,
I'm not gonna lie.
besides
I
a
looked up
confident
and
offense that
reading
plays
it.
the whole game, and what are we looking for in this game?
I'm looking for Deontay to get into the game. He's I don't know where he's at. I need to
Well,
get
we
him.
don't have that much of a passing game.
Yeah, but
I think overall spreading the ball around would be nice to see.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like last game it was Pickens and Freiermuth the whole game. Pickens and Freiermuth.
I feel like with Claypool getting shipped off, it helped Freiermuth.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more out of Steve Sims to kind of step into that slot role, and that just has not developed at all.
Yeah. And Olszewski, he's
Who?
Olszewski.
That's how you say his name.
I don't
know.
think that is. Oh,
Number
Gunner.
Gunner. I think it's
Gunner.
Olszewski or something like that. Not.
Yeah, he fumbled a couple times. I mean, he's basically off the team at this
Did we
point.
keep our receipt for him to return him to the Patriots?
No, but
Wouldn't it be funny if you had like a 90-day grace period and I kept the receipt from the trade?
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, they'd be like,
Right.
we can only give you store credit.
oh, okay, I'll just shop your team. We want Geno. We want Metcalf.
We kind of got off topic. What do you guys?
Matt,
Yeah, what are we on topic about?
we're talking about what we want to see this week.
Game.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking for a big game. Well, I'm thinking Miles Jack is going to have a big game because Jonathan Taylor's going to be running the ball up the middle a lot.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the new Colts offense. So I'm looking for I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of Spillane and Miles Jack.
I want to see a sack performance like week 1. I feel like against Matt Ryan, it could happen.
They are pretty bad at pass protection, and I think it's going to be a key for us to, on offense, just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, I think if the offense just like doesn't push the needle,
They don't need to be chucking. I don't want to see go balls.
yeah,
I don't need to be seeing go routes. I don't need, like, when we say push the ball down the field, I don't mean chuck up a goddamn Hail Mary. I mean, call intricate passing plays where receivers get themselves open and then you throw the ball to where they should be.
I mean, and I think honestly, you utilize Pickens. Like the guy will find a way to get open. You just got to hit him.
I really think you just got to keep our defense off the field. Avoid 3 and outs at all cost.
Yep.
If you can go 6 plays, our defense comes back ready to play.
Yep. I feel like
we are losing one of TJ's biggest threats. And his ability to do this and just get the entire stadium erupted.
But Steeler Nation travels.
It's not going to travel well enough.
Yeah.
In Indy, they typically travel pretty well.
I think that's an underrated thing that if you see, like, if other players did that,
Yeah.
we could just have a better like, I think one of the reasons why our defense goes to such shit when he's not in is just because he gets the crowd into it.
Yep. I mean, Hayward tries. He does.
Hayward's focused on playing more.
Yeah. But you do see him out there. Like he'll be like, come on. But
yeah, TJ is just that he keeps track of that others.
yeah, TJ walks out on the field and he's just like,
yeah, he's doing like the I can't hear you.
You sound like a creepy Tickle Me Elmo or something like that.
Yeah.
Get that on Black Friday.
I just keep thinking that you're eating a
Tickle
turkey.
me Elmo. Come on, tickle me.
It's chain smoking Tickle Me Elbow.
All right, let's move on to our good value fantasy players.
Yeah,
I hope you guys picked better ones because people are gonna stop taking our advice.
I feel like at this point, mine's just a comedy show.
Really, you should just take your fantasy dud. Chris, why don't you start because we suck?
All right, sounds good. I'm going with Curtis Samuel this week with Washington playing Atlanta. I think I've chosen a couple players for good value against Atlanta this year. So I'm going to stick with the theme. Their overall rank is 30th, and versus the pass, they're 29th. And Curtis Samuel, 6,500 on FanDuel.
Yeah, so I think I was going to take Curtis Samuel, and I didn't, which usually bodes well for that player. So definitely double down on Chris's pick. I took DeAndre Swift. He hasn't been getting quite the amount of carries with Jamal Williams playing as well, but I think on a short week, Swift hasn't been playing as much, so he'll probably get more of the carries on a short week, and he's $6,200.
Looks like I'm the big spender on FanDuel this week with Cordell Patterson coming in at $6,800. He is playing the 6th ranked defense, the 12th against the pass, and 6th against the rush. So he's set up for complete failure. But you know what? I've been picking the all-star of the group when it comes to who he's playing. So Cordell Patterson is going to put up some points. And if you play return yards in your league, he'll definitely do well for you.
All right. Let's hope we all hit. That's what I want. I want us all to hit.
That is part of our problem is that we like pick players who sometimes I'm just like thinking about return yards. And that's a big difference if you play with return yards and special teams touchdowns.
Yeah. All right, well, I think we're ready to get into the game. Jeff, I know you didn't create anything to share because of how well it went last week.
I blame you for that, Chris.
Blame me?
Yeah, because you told me to like share that tab and not just my whole screen.
Yeah, well, I did. I shared the tab and I didn't do full screen.
Okay, there's the buzzer. I don't have buttons, so
You do not have buttons.
All right, so I put a little twist in this for you guys. So we're doing retired numbers on different teams. It's all by team. I'll give you the number and the team, and you guys have to guess the player of which the number is retired.
Thank
There
God
is
you're giving
a
us those
twist.
two things.
So we're gonna keep the same format. If I ask Chris the question, Chris will have a chance to answer it, and then if he gets it wrong, then Matt can steal. Chris, you're keeping score, right?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do better than what you think.
Just don't go super fast if I'm having to actually keep score. So.
No, you're good. So the other thing too is that there's going to be a bonus question at the end. There are only 2 answers to this question. Okay? 2 answers to the question. The first, whoever has the lowest score will get to answer the question first, giving you the better odds because you have 2 of the 2 answers versus 1. And it is a non-stealable question.
Okay.
Okay? So Who would like to go first today? I'm going to let you guys pick out who wants to go first. You guys want rock,
Did
paper,
we
scissors?
do invisible rock, paper, scissors?
All you do is hand your, right?
Wait,
Go
just
ahead.
do it below.
Yeah.
No. Rock.
Ready?
Okay.
Rock,
Well-
paper,
Oh,
scissors.
whoa, that was terrible. Jeff, you say it, okay?
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, we're tied. Okay. One more time here. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah!
All right, Matt. You get to pick. Do you want to go first, or do you want Chris to go first?
Oh, God damn it. I'm going first. That was what
All
this
right.
game was for.
All right. Matt,
Next time
your
we're doing a
player
corn flip.
is, we're going to start with the Arizona Cardinals. Number 40.
Pat Tillman.
Correct.
I remember that from last week now.
All right. Chris. Buffalo Bills. It's their only retired number 12.
Okay, I also remember that one. It's Jim Kelly.
Yep. Matt. We're on to the Chicago Bears. Number 7.
Ray Guy.
No.
Pretty sure he was a Raider.
Yeah, I was going to say no. So, Chris, your option to steal?
Well, I know it's wrong. I can only think of one player that it could be, but it's definitely not that player. The only player I can think of for the Bears is Dick Butkus, and that's definitely not his number.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. It is George Hallis.
Oh!
Papa Bear.
Oh, Jesus.
I looked that one up too, like earlier in the week, and I was like,
Oh, so you're
oh,
saying
Jeff will
cramming
say
doesn't
George
work for me.
Alice. Huh?
No, so cramming doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah, cramming actually makes
Yeah.
it worse.
Yes, it does. All right, so Chris, your player, also with the Bears, number 34.
What the hell?
Is there a time limit on this?
When I need an answer.
I don't know.
Oh, Matt,
Walter Payton.
34. Yep,
Jeez.
Walter Payton, Man of the Year.
Ah,
All right, Matt, Chicago Bears,
Jesus, how many do they have?
They have a lot.
number
Look.
51.
Oh, is that Mike Singletary?
Wrong.
You know what? I'm gonna go since
Chris,
I said his name before. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah, Dick
Butkus.
Butkus.
I was like, yep, it is Dick Butkus. Yeah, that was one I was like, man, this landed on Matt. Chris already said it.
Ah,
All
I
right,
almost said Dick Butkus, but I didn't think he was 51.
Chris, this is a good opportunity for you to pull ahead. Chicago Bears. This is the last one for the
Oh,
Chicago
come
Bears.
on, Jeff.
Number 89.
I don't know anymore.
89.
Wait. Oh my God! What is?
Oh, come on. We're going on 10 seconds. We're going on over 10
Well,
seconds.
the full name?
I'm
wait.
gonna-
I got it.
I'll-
I got it.
I'll take a partial. But
I
go
got it.
ahead.
I got it. Mike Ditka.
Yep.
Oh my
I got his
God.
last name, but I couldn't think of his first name.
Yep.
I don't know
All
why.
right. Matt,
Chicago Bears.
Cleveland Browns. Number 32.
Jim Brown.
Yes.
How many are we playing?
I don't know if we have a winner.
Chris.
Jeff's going to do this until I lose, so.
No. Chris. Denver Broncos. Number 7.
Oh, that's easy. John Elway.
Correct.
What?
Correct. Matt. Detroit Lions. Number 20.
No. Barry Sanders.
Correct. Sorry, Chris. This one's a little hard.
Oh, thanks.
Chris. Detroit Lions. Number
Oh, boy.
22.
I can't even think of an old Detroit Lions.
He's thinking so hard he froze.
No. Can you give us an era?
I'm gonna go classic era.
Just fucking-
Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you classic.
No, I don't.
All right, no answer.
No,
Yeah, any guess?
no.
Matt?
I can't get Dick LeBeau out of my name, just out of my head.
Is that what you're going with?
I don't think it's right, but I'm just gonna throw out that Dick LeBeau was a quarterback for the Lions.
It is Bobby Lane.
I did not think he was 22.
Yep. All right.
I wanted to say him, but I thought he was 5.
All right.
This is Matt's.
I'm on Matt's.
Yeah.
Well, this is an easy one, Matt. Green Bay Packers, number 4.
Oh, jeez. I want to say it's like, is that Aaron? No, it's Brett Favre.
Yeah. Chris, number 15 for the Green Bay Packers.
Hey, because we did this last week, I do remember now. I do remember. And also, you mentioned it earlier before we started the show.
Come on, Jeff. We did this in pre-show.
Matt, I gave you number 4. Come on.
Well, we could have just skipped this.
Star. Yeah,
Yep,
now,
Bart Starr. All right, Matt, Green Bay Packers, number 92.
Reggie White.
Correct. All right. Chris,
I hate you.
Indianapolis Colts, number 18.
You jackass.
Peyton Manning.
All right, correct. Matt, Indianapolis Colts, number 19.
Johnny Unitas.
Correct. Who's technically a Baltimore Colt.
Ooh.
Chris, Kansas City Chiefs, number 58. Matt, do you have any idea? Don't say it. Just, do you have any clue? Do you guys want an era? Do you guys want to agree on an era?
An era doesn't. You can give it, but it's not going to help me.
It's more modern.
It's more modern.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jamal Charles.
No.
Yeah, we all know that ain't right.
Matt?
God. I wanted to say like Ray Nitschke or something, but that ain't even close.
Nope. It is Derek Thomas.
Oh.
Yep. All right, so I'm on Matt now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matt. One of the many Rams teams, because this is all over the place. Los Angeles moves around a lot. Well, the Rams.
The Rams move a lot. Los Angeles has always been in California.
Yes. All right, number 28 for the Rams.
Marshall Faulk.
Correct. Chris, number 29 for the Rams.
I don't know either.
You guys are gonna laugh when you hear this one. Chris, you giving up?
I give up.
Matt?
$29.
Yep.
Who could be 29?
I need an answer.
I don't know.
Eric Dickerson.
Oh, I knew that.
Okay.
Did
Who are we on? Matt?
Yeah. What's
Matt,
can we get a quick score update?
Yeah, Chris, what's the score looking like?
Yeah, it is. Matt has 8 and I have 6.
So it's close. We're close. Okay. Matt. Rams, number 75.
Night Train Lane.
No. Chris?
I don't.
Deacon Jones.
Mm.
All right. Chris, Miami Dolphins,
Come on.
number 12.
I only know one, and it's definitely not number 12.
You giving up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Matt, number 12.
Greason.
Who?
Greason. Bob Greasing.
I'll give it to you. Bob Greasy.
Yeah. And
Good
you
thing
know-
it's first name, because if you would have said Greasem, I would have not have given you that one.
All right, Matt. Miami Dolphins, number 13.
Dan Marino.
Yep.
We're
Great.
pulling away here now.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, Miami Dolphins, number 39.
I told you I only knew one.
He's most notorious with the 1972 Dolphins.
I don't know.
I know this. Can you give him a position?
You want to give Chris a position?
Yeah, I'll give Chris a position.
Okay, I do believe he's. The 70s are a little confusing, so I'm going to go running back / fullback.
I don't know.
Okay, Matt.
Larry Zonka.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, who are we on? We're on to Matt now, right?
Yep.
Matt, Minnesota Vikings, number 10.
God, his name just freaking went right out of my mind. Fran Tarkenton.
Yes. Chris, Minnesota Vikings, number 80.
I can picture it.
If you guys agree on the hint, I have a really good hint for this one.
I know it.
Oh, Chris Carter.
Yep.
Yep.
My hint was kicked out of the rookie symposium. For saying, and I quote, always have a fall guy. All right, guys, we are on to the New York Giants. Matt, number 11.
Number 11?
Yep.
I don't know.
You see him a lot more than what you want to.
What the hell? Come on, he's already freaking. He doesn't get any help.
He still don't know.
Wait. I see a lot more of them than I want to?
What are you doing? Are you like.
I had to make a beer.
It's not a turkey leg.
Hold on. I had to.
All right, Matt, I need an answer.
Number 11.
Yep.
See a lot more of them than I think.
I need an answer in 3.
I don't know.
2. What?
I don't know. Chris.
Got it. It's Phil Simms, and
Yes,
that
it is.
helped me.
Chris, New York Giants, number 14. Are you both puzzled?
Number 14.
Yep. It's a classic player, like a real classic player.
Like way back in the day?
I got nothing.
I don't know Giants players from back in the day.
Okay. Number 14 is Y.A. Tittle.
Ah.
Yep. All right, guys. Last New York Giant. So, Matt, last New York Giant, number 56.
Lawrence Taylor.
Yep.
That's so stupid.
Don't worry, Chris. This one's going right back at you. New York Jets, number 12.
Well, it's probably quarterback. I mean, not probably. That is a quarterback. So I'm going to go with Joe Namath.
Correct.
I was like, do you not know this one?
Matt, you drew the short straw on this one. I've been going back and forth. So they're in numerical order. We're at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 70.
Ernie Stautner.
Wow. Okay.
I knew that one was coming, so I looked it up. I made sure I looked that one up because I kept forgetting the guy's name.
This is going to be an eye for an eye wash here.
I was going to say, aren't there only like 3 or so?
There's 2. There'll be 3 come Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Chris, number 75, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mr. Mean Joe Green.
Yep. Matt.
Yeah,
Philadelphia
see, I have a
Eagles.
theory about retired players.
What's
So
Wait, are we,
teams who suck retire players. They retire numbers. And like we didn't retire numbers for years, but as our team started trailing off, we're gonna start seeing a lot of retired numbers coming up. Because it's a way to keep fans interested.
I'll tell you what, some of these teams.
Look
I
at
don't
the
even know how
Bears.
they have
Look
numbers.
at the freaking Bears.
All right, Matt. Philadelphia Eagles, number 5.
Donovan McNabb.
Yep.
Which
Speaking
I'm
of
kind
numbers
of
not
shocked
worthy.
about.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of players that are not worthy of being retired, he literally did not win a Super Bowl for him the whole time. But anyways, Chris, Philadelphia Eagles, number 20.
I don't know why this one's coming to my head. Dawkins?
Correct.
I was gonna say I'm like him.
Matt, Philadelphia Eagles, number 92.
Well, I didn't get that one.
Did they double retire Reggie White?
Yes, they did.
Is he the only player who's double retired?
Yes, he is double retired by 2 teams.
But is he the only player that's ever happened with?
Yeah, the only one I saw on this whole list. Chris. Wow, this is actually still listed as the San Diego Chargers. I guess no LA Chargers have been retired yet. Number 14, San Diego Chargers.
Dan Fouts.
Correct.
I was gonna say that's an easy one.
Matt, you got an easy one. San Diego Chargers, 21.
LT.
Full name, please. There's 2 LTs on this countdown.
I already did the other one.
I'll give it to you. Yep, LaDainian Thompson. Chris, number 8, San Francisco 49ers.
Steve Young.
Yep. Matt, number 16, San Francisco 49ers.
The better one, Montana.
Chris, number 37, San Francisco 49ers.
37.
Did you say 37 or 47?
37. They did not retire John Lynch.
I don't know.
Matt, would you like to steal?
The Niners.
Yep.
Oh, what the hell was that guy's name?
37.
Ronnie Lott?
No, that was number 42. Jimmy Johnson.
Ah, Jimmy
Really?
Johnson.
Oh wait, I almost marked that down for you, Matt.
Yeah,
All right,
go ahead.
Matt, number 80, 49ers.
Clark.
Wrong. That's Chris.
Oh, god damn it. No, it's Jerry Ray. Fuck.
Jerry
Chris,
Ray.
go ahead and steal. There you go.
Oh.
Hey, Chris.
I got that one lofted to me.
Hey, Chris, who's number 87 for the 49ers?
Yeah, I don't know.
Matt, who's number 87 for the 49ers?
I can't believe I just...
I don't.
Do you guys not have an answer for 87?
I know exactly who it is. I'm so beyond myself on number 80. I've actually thrown that name out of my mind. But it was the one I just said.
What's the name?
God damn it. Clark.
Yeah, it's Dwight Clark.
Oh damn it!
Clark.
I was like, come on, Chris. Come
I
on.
can't believe I jumped ahead of you.
There you
All
go.
right. So we're on to Chris.
You got
now,
that
right?
one. You did, yeah. No, we're on to Matt.
Matt had.
Matt's
That's right.
No, we like flip-flop that because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, okay. Matt, Seattle Seahawks. Number 12.
Jim Zorn.
Chris. Seattle Seahawks, number 12.
This one's sticking out to me because I did look up a little bit. I remember now. It is the fans. The 12th man.
Yes, it is the 12th
Oh my
man.
god, yeah.
It is the only non-player to be retired. Chris, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Derek. Oh shoot.
Well, skip that one.
Yep, skip that one. We're just gonna skip the Buccaneers in general because that was 2 players. So, Matt, yours was gonna be Warren Sapp. It was Derek Brooks, number 55, and Warren Sapp, number 99. Of course, I'm not really sure if we're allowed to celebrate Warren Sapp right now, so not really sure how the NFL Network feels about that one.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure how he turned out.
All right, that was Chris's question originally, right?
Yeah.
Chris, Tennessee Titans, also the Houston Oilers combo franchise.
Derrick Henry. Every player on the Tennessee Titans is now Derrick Henry.
Number 1.
I don't know.
I watched all joy just drain out of your face. You were like,
Derrick Henry.
and then it was
Because he was number 1.
all right. You got any guess?
No.
Matt,
Warren Moon.
correct. Matt, Tennessee Titans, number 34.
Eddie George.
No. Chris,
I don't.
Earl Campbell.
Ah.
All right, Chris.
I would forgot about the Oilers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was
Chris,
thinking
Tennessee
Titans.
Tennessee Titans, number 63.
Ain't no fucking way we're getting a 63 on the Titans.
I don't.
Okay, I'll give you guys a group hint.
Okay.
He's very familiar to the Steeler organization.
Very familiar.
Yeah, I know.
Chris, this is yours to lose, so
Well, there ain't no way that I'm gonna make it up, anyways.
you have a 5-point bonus question you could possibly get.
5-point bonus question?
Yep.
I was waiting. You kept talking about the bonus question, and I missed whatever the important part was.
I think I got it.
Well, what do you think? Okay, Chris, I need an answer.
Munchak.
Correct.
Voice.
Yeah, he took way too long for that.
Mike Munchak. All right, so guys, okay, what's the score? Let's get a score update.
It is 15-17, Matt. Whoa, wait, what? How's it that close?
Chris, you got a lot more than what you thought.
16, me.
So you guys are separated by 1 point.
No. No way.
No, I don't think you did that right.
That sounds about right.
All right, what's your bonus question?
All right, the bonus question. So technically, Chris gets to answer this one first. It's worth 5 points.
5 fucking points.
Okay, here we go. What 2 NFL franchises over 30 years old? You can't count the expansion teams because they're not old enough to have retired numbers. What 2 NFL franchises that are over 30 years old do not, they have, it's an unwritten rule where they will never retire a number. Chris,
Okay,
you get to pick first.
Well, I have to go think of all the teams that you said.
And yes, they are classic era teams.
Okay, well, I know that you didn't say Crapsters, so I'm going to go with them as one of them.
Correct. So, Chris, that's 5 points for you.
Oh, I don't have to get both? I thought I had to get both.
No. You get you each had.
Do I get a
shot.
chance then?
Yes, Matt, you have a chance.
All right, the other one's the Cowboys.
Correct.
So Matt
It
wins.
is the Cowboys and the Raiders, so Matt still wins by a point. Chris, I look forward to seeing your TikTok dance right after I post mine.
I was going to say, I look forward to seeing your dance.
And your Sprite challenge, since you didn't do it before we recorded.
Maybe we'll record tomorrow, Matt.
What?
We're gonna see each other tomorrow morning. Thanks.
Yeah, but you're doing the Sprite challenge.
Bring me a Sprite.
And the
Bring me a Sprite. Bring me a Sprite. Break me off a crisp Sprite to chug down.
yeah, you're gonna do a TikTok dance, and then you're gonna chug a Sprite.
You don't want me to chug the Sprite first and then do the TikTok dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. And Chris, if you don't record by next Wednesday,
Yeah.
you're chugging. We'll find a TikTok challenge for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Down the milk.
We'll bring back the old cinnamon challenge.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna do the dance before.
Hey, don't worry. We won't go Tide Pod just yet.
It's not gonna happen. All right. Well, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment while you're watching. We'll bring it up. But
Tell your
Jeff,
friends, tell your family.
invite your family, friends.
Yeah, tell your friends, tell your family. Make it the topic of your Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, make us the topic. We're amazing.
Yep.
Because we know we'll be talking about ourselves at Thanksgiving. So.
Yep.
And don't forget to be grabbing an old turkey leg. I can't doing the wrong way. grab a turkey leg, man.
Eat it like Big Ben.
Don't forget the dark meat.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in this week, guys. We'll see you next week on the Rooney Toon Report.
Here we go.